When is a special summon not a special summon? That was a interesting question that came up this last Saturday, uh, which I'm going to try to answer best I can. But it's a weird situation where previous rulings and current situation, and there's no absolute confirmed thing going on. Anywho, a friend of mine, two friends of mine were playing Shadal's mirror match, and they were in tournament. And basically, one had the level 8 fucker, the bitch. And the other one activated Shadal Fusion. And the other one thought, oh hey, cool! Book a Moon to flip mine face down. I no longer have an extra deck monster. Booyah! Which they got into an argument because there was no set rulings on the whole concept or anything about, okay, it's like pretty much to the alpha players, like the header-ups, pretty much said, no, Book of Moon flips it face down, it resets. It's like tuner monsters, they're face down, they don't have stats, they're not recognized. You don't know what they are, so they don't count. Honestly and truly, that doesn't apply to this setting because that's game mechanics. You can't sync because game mechanics don't recognize what the monster is. It has nothing to do with public knowledge. You still know what the monster is. You know what the stats are. It's just the game mechanics do not recognize what the card is. That's what matters, not what your opponent means. You can't say, oh, I put a moment, you have no idea what it is. You can't confirm that I have a special summon monster. No. You didn't move the monster. You didn't use magical hats. You flipped it face down. It doesn't matter what sleeves it is. I know what it is. It just, the game doesn't recognize what it is. Complete difference. Complete difference. And I mentioned this because, they basically went with, okay, it doesn't count because it like resets effect. When you flip face down, resets the effects, resets everything, but it doesn't change the fundamental rule of how that card got on the field. It's like the two cards I'll bring up case in point are the Shallow Grave and Jowgen the Spiritualist. So, Shallow Grave has the effect of select a monster in both players' graveyards and special summon face down. They are treated as both set and special summon. When you flip summon it, it's treated as flip summoned and special summoned to the field. Duo combo. And the previous ruling on Jowgen, I'm not sure what's the current standard on it is, whatever, but the previous ruling is if a monster was flipped face down, if a monster was face down, special summon first and flip face down, and you detach, discard a card as cost, destroy all special summon monsters. That set monster still counts as being special summoned because that's how it reached the field. Flipping it face down does not reset how it achieved. How it got on the field is not, wiped away. It never changes how it got on the field. I normal summon it was normal summoned. I set it was set, or I flipped it and it was flip summoned. It was originally set, then it was flipped, but the current game mechanics say, okay, it was flip summoned because that's how it was summoned. It was set before. And there's special summon and pendulum summon, which are forms of special summon. If you play, there's a enemy matter transporter. It says, it's either that card or not card. It says, take the monster and remove it from play. Then return it to the field. Like Wind Up Rabbit. You take the card, remove it, then add it back to the field. When you do that, it doesn't count as being summoned at all. It wasn't summoned. It was just replaced on the field. It's not normal. It's not special. It's not flip. It's nothing. It's like it was placed on the field. So it's kind of an enigma of what it is. So you can't be like Jowgen pop it. You can't roll oppression to stop it, to return. It just freaking returns. So technically the correct ruling was he still got the special summon. My friend still would have special summoned by sending fusion materials from the deck to the graveyard to get his Shadal Fusion. Which kind of sucked for him because at the time I was tired and I didn't want to say anything because I felt like I'd be a dick if I did to either one of them. Not my problem, not my deal. I'm not the judge there. Don't want to be the judge there. But then again, it's one of those things of stupid rulings from judges, that bothers me. We really just need the guys who work the game mechanics who just put out actual books of rulings or have an official web page, because this whole, oh, we're just going to leave it up to the judge. No, the judges are fucking incompetent. I hate the judges. Well, most of them. Some are pretty good, but the idea of common logic doesn't really apply to Yu-Gi-Oh! Because people are not completely aware and don't understand everything. Even I don't understand everything, and it sucks. I mean, I know a lot about the game. I know most of the game mechanics. I understand the logic. I do know the theory of... I'm not even going to talk about that one. So, when is a special summon monster not a special summon monster? It's always. That's what its tree is. The way it hits the field is how its tree is. You don't reset. You know, Book of Moon doesn't reset how it got on the field. It just resets, you know, effects. If you have, you know, rulings or anything contrary against what I have to say, feel free to post them down there and give me your information. I'm always up for learning because, you know, this is, I say technically speaking, the correct ruling because I don't know 100% and I don't have the backing of Konami or anything, but from all the information I possess and my time with the game, this would be the correct ruling because it makes sense and it follows the previous game mechanics. You know, the game mechanics and rulings and things that have been praised before, like Juggling Spiritus, the Shadow Grave. I'm sure there are more cards. Possibly Magical Hats. I can't remember how Magical Hats is worded. But yeah, that's it. Comment, like, subscribe, comment below and tell me, you know, your input, and hope you all have a great day and hope this is valuable information that pays off for you in the future, you know. Boop!